Welcome. Looks like sound is working good. Welcome, folks, to... Oh, left my cord over here, sorry. You may have noticed something is different. I wanted to try out a webcam setup and just see how that went. I might not always want to look this presentable, but I'm helping a friend through the whole Dark Souls series, kind of co-oping it. We started in a really weird order. So we started with Dark Souls 2, and then to Dark Souls 3, and now we're finally on to Dark Souls 1. Let's give him a piglet. And I wanted to make a soul level 1 character to go and help. Big head, okay. And I thought it'd be fun to record it. I'm not gonna record like grinding and shit. I'm also not gonna watch this cutscene. Yeah, I'm not gonna record grinding because nobody wants to see that shit. I don't even want to see it, but I'll probably do it because it takes a lot of souls to get your pyromancy flame up to snuff. Now you'll be able to see how often I look over at the stream to see how it's doing, or the recording rather, which I'm sure is exciting for you. I don't need that bonfire. Get out of here. You just gotta boogie on through. Not gonna get that bonfire either. Take that. I'm gonna get the shield though. Teach him who's boss. Action-packed first encounter, good stuff. Come on, steel ball guy.
Regrettably, but no.
Thank you. I started helping my friend through with a Zweihander build because Dark Souls Remastered does password matchmaking, which means that it'll scale you to the correct level if you're summoned into the world of someone you password matchmaked with. Yeah, it'll scale your damage and stuff down, and I assume like your HP and stuff. It does not do anything like it's interesting the way that it works because it doesn't affect your attunement slots or like what spells you can have equipped. Like it's not truly de-leveling you, like it's just applying some kind of percentage off of whatever damage you would either be reducing by armor or doing with your weapon or spells. So the thing that doesn't change even when you change levels is how much a Zweihander is able to stagger bosses, which is why it's such a ridiculously good weapon. But it does kind of make it a little easy. And while that hasn't always been a value to me, like trying to make sure that my friend gets the proper challenge from these Souls games, in this game there are some moments where I think that's important. Like, I'm definitely not helping him during the Artorias fight. Like, I want him to have that experience on his own. I wouldn't rob someone of that.
Only.
Trying to think of others. Maybe Sif? Maybe? I'd say Gwyn, but I'll probably help with Gwyn. So what would be great would be if we could get a battle axe early. That would be an excellent secondary weapon, maybe. Usually you end up with a fire weapon and a lightning weapon. And this time around I'm going to get the giant blacksmith hammer for my main weapon, but I won't be able to get it until in Orlando, so I've got a little while. Smart Money says the reinforced club is one of the best weapons for a Soul Level 1 playthrough, because it doesn't have very good scaling, but it has good base damage. And it's got like an okay moveset. I don't like the base damage is just barely better than a battle axe, and I think the moveset's worse than the battle axe because I think that jumping attack is just more limited in general. So we'll see. It'll depend on what we get, obviously. It's Dark Souls. But aside from that, I'm going to be upgrading my Pyromancy Flame, since Pyromancy Power in Dark Souls 1 works differently than in all the other ones, in that it scales with your Pyromancy Flame and nothing else. So there's no stat investment in order to be really good at doing Pyromancy, aside from attunement slots, so you can equip more spells, which we will be maxed out at 2. We can get additional ones with rings, but in Dark Souls 1 you only have 2 ring slots, so we're going to have to make some choices there. But right now I'm going to go down to New Londo and get the Firekeeper Soul, just to have that edge and healing right off the bat. I had a mind to, we could just go the back way to Andre and do this a bit more non-linearly. I'll take that, even though I don't need it. But I gots to get it all the same. So spooky. So spoopy. Alright. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no sleep. I ain't afraid of no bed. Tried to get me. Weren't fast enough. Get me faster, ghosts. Let's talk to Firekeeper, whose name I'm blanking on. I think it's like Anastasia or something like that. I honestly don't remember. It's very rare that I do the Lautrec quest line and like actually get to talk to her. Usually I kill him for his ring and she's left alone. Oh, you thought you could block me, you fool. Thought you could hit me, you fool. This is gonna look so much different from the randomizer run because like Dark Souls 1 vanilla, I feel like I can play in my sleep. I've played this game so much. I feel like your first Souls game that you really get into is always kind of different from the others. There are some parts of this game that intimidate me still. But there are others where it feels like I've always known things about it. I guess I could go get the Ring of Sacrifice down there. And I think that's like a Soul of a Lost Undead or whatever down there on the ledge. I got the good platforming. It's not a lot of games I'm just like good at, so I'm gonna enjoy being good at this one. And now that like fucking Andre isn't in this aqueduct, it's a lot easier to manage. I was getting really bad luck on that randomizer. Give me a battle axe guy. Gimme. Well, if I haven't found a battle axe by then, I will just buy a reinforced club from the undead merchant. The male undead merchant. If we're gonna label the female undead merchant, I'd rather label the male one too. I feel like she could be like the caged undead merchant or something. She's like, I don't know, like why is there a jail cell in the aqueduct? I don't really know. Get on it, Vati. Terras and Steve and Co. If you haven't seen Ranged Touches, ranking every enemy in Dark Souls videos, you should check them out. I think they're a lot of fun. It's a kind of deadpan humor that works for me. Let's pop all 5 of these humanities to up our item drop rate. How are we doing on time? Okay. I'm really washed out in this lighting. Or I'm just really pale. Whatever, this has never been a professional setup. How scary. Holy shit, did you see that guy? Flew from halfway across the damn level. Oh, a short sword. Getting some short swords, I guess. It's like Gravelord Sign. I've never done one of these. Truth be told, I still don't really understand how it works. I know it involves, like, stronger enemies being, like, dropped into places. Like, you can get a mod that like turns on Gravelorded enemies and you get like black phantoms around. Like, so I guess it kind of works like pure black world tendency in Demon Souls. But I don't really know how that translates to affecting others in their worlds via signs. I guess that's the part I'm fuzzy on with grave lording. Whatever. I'm just glad it works. It's like one of the coolest feelings that I can think of in recent years when I booted up Dark Souls Remastered and like I could get summoned. I didn't get Dark Souls until... Well, I played it a few times. Like, I had one night where I had a few beers and played through 1-1 of Demon Souls, and I live tweeted it, and... No, I'm not going to tell you my Twitter because I don't use it.
I'll try.
And then I picked up Dark Souls on, like, Xbox Live Arcade or whatever, and tried it on that, and I wasn't very good, and I didn't get it, and I had the feeling like there was something about it that I wasn't getting, but it was still unimpenetrable to me at the time.
Thank you kindly.
So I didn't get all that far. I think maybe I got down to Blighttown or something. Although you know, actually no, I think I stalled out like right after the gargoyles, because I feel like I would have remembered going through Blighttown on 360 with the really notorious frame rate issues in that area. And I have no strong memories of it, so. And then it wasn't until like 2014 maybe? 2014, I think, was the year that I moved out to Madison here, and that was the year that I finally beat Dark Souls. I played it for, I feel like, 6 months, maybe, before finally beating it on PC. So I did the whole prepare to die thing in the DS fix crap. Surprised you. Did not surprise you. Can I surprise you? Whoa! Fucking short swords, alright. Someday I'm gonna be doing a randomizer or some shit. I'll wish I had a short sword. And I'll think back to my lowly level 1 character. Alright, let's... So we're immediately going up about 19 points of damage here. I'm still light rolling. So you got... Unfortunately... So this is a thing with the hand axe as well, to some degree. Actually, no, never mind. The hand axe is light enough that there's no penalty to missed hits. There's like a slight one on the R2. Yeah. Whereas on the club, that happens on your R1s as well. And nothing on the R2 since it's a jump attack. Like, which does come in handy sometimes, but is also limiting. So I will still keep an eye out for a battle axe. Because just from a utility standpoint, that is more my speed. I think there's 2 battle axe guys in this next room, so... Yep, there you are. Oh, double whammy. guy around the corner. Chop. Not really a chop, more of a bash. Look at these black fire bombs, because why not? Oh. I don't know why my network connection got lost. Very odd. Oh well. You don't really need it right now, so... Yeah, when we get to things like the gargoyles or Ornstein and Smell. Although, you know what? I wonder... Oh man, 3D. I bet that even if you're playing offline, Solar Summon sign and stuff still appears. Like, that's probably not tied to online play at all. Yeah, get up here. Come on. Yeah. You surprised me. Nice, nice. That'll save me 800 souls soon. You guys get to see all the weird facial expressions I make. Okay. Just gonna parry this guy for a while. Do the riposte 200 for the little bit of extra damage it does. I think it was extra damage. What is it? 152? Alright, what's this last one gonna be? Is that 109? Ooh! Maybe this isn't a... Oh man, maybe this is no longer a soul level 1 run. And I was just thinking, I was nostalgic the other day for my first Dark Souls 1 playthrough to completion. Because it kind of spawned out of... I was a bandit named Witcher, because I was playing The Witcher 2 around that time as well. And I thought it was goofy the way everyone's just going, Witcher! And then, just by chance, I happened to get that drop from that Black Knight. And suddenly I had a build on my hands. I had a really good weapon, strong. I knew where to find upgrade materials for it. Yeah, I was still medium rolling and stuff. Like, I wasn't great at the game. I still had the notion of like, oh, I should put on all of Lautrec's armor because I bet it offers good protection, like anything offers truly good protection in this game. But it saw me through to the end. I beat Gwyn with it, so I have some affection for that weapon. Initial bit of damage on you. I always thought this was a really smart idea for these. Just the first couple of bosses, you could kind of have this way, if you're thinking about it, to get a leg up. Because they're so imposing initially. Especially the Asylum Demon, who like you just cannot do any fucking damage to, it feels like, with your fist. But then you get in there and like bam, 40% of your health is gone right at the start of the fight. It just... I still have never gotten that drop. The Demon Great Axe. Never gotten that. I'm sure the moveset's boring because it's Dark Souls 1 and it's a Great Axe moveset. And only Dark Souls 2 had interesting Great Axes. Let's talk to our buddy.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Good talk.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Alright, time to haul ass. Oh. Clutch time. Call it there for this first episode. Thank you for joining me. I think this will be a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys next time. If I can find my mouse. Oh, there we go. I think. Okay, there we go. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Bye.